Hello and welcome back to Coventry in the West Midlands. As you can see across the road, you've got the old fire station, and then you've got the bus station there, and this is what we're doing today. We're doing the Coventry-Transport-Museum. Just a little pan round to give you an idea. Nice open space here. Got a few flags and bits and pieces around. There's a little shot up there, Broad Gate. The old priory up there. And yeah, this is the Coventry Transport Museum. So we'll head on in and see what we can see. Here we go. See what content we can find for today. Through the revolving doors, as you see to the right, we've got the gift shop. So when you finish, you want to buy any lovely gifts, you can get all sorts of memorabilia there, vehicles, key rings, and join our team, love what you do. There's a little cabinet there of some awards. And here we have a Triumph Trident. You've got a cafe to the left. Get all your refreshments either before or after you've had your walk round. Quick scan round there. Back to this Triumph Trident. Okay. As you see, 1969 Triumph Trident. Triumph motorcycles were icons of the 1960s. Machines like this sold all over the world. Triumph made around 45,000 Tridents at their Meriden factory. Very good. Up the stairs, be careful, we've got some stairs here. Just going to take a look at this E-Type here. Look at that, beautiful. And apparently this E-Type, I think, only has 800 miles. And it was actually bought from Jaguar. Let's have a look. Right, it says here 1974 Jaguar E-Type motor car. The E-Type was one of the last 50 made and is one of the most original, only travelling 800 miles. The museum bought this car from Jaguar in 1975 with the aid of a Science Museum grant. Wow, some car, isn't it? And that's what you call original. Beautiful. As you see, this car is pristine as it's only travelled 800 miles in its lifetime. So, as you can imagine, that is nothing. It's not even running. Beautiful. Totally original. And I can imagine there's a lot of people out there that would love to own this car. You can't own it, but you can come and see it. Like I say, one of the last 50 that was made from the Jaguar factory, and only 800 miles. There you go. Right, well, what we're going to do now, we're going to enter through the barriers. I'll be back in a second. Okay, right, I'm back with you. Now, I think this is behind the scenes that we're going in to have a look first. Ooh, what's this? That's amazing. 1912 Crouch Carrette. There's a bit of information if you want to take that in. A Jaguar XJS V12 Barbie car. Well, the Reggie's Barbie. In bright pink. Let's have a look. Coventry made vehicle was specially prepared for the American toy manufacturing company Mattel to help launch the model XJS in the Barbie range of toys. However, it was originally used by Jaguar to launch the new XJS convertible in 1990. It was then shipped to Bosnia to appear in a film directed by Michael Winner and starring Omar Sharif. It became It became trapped in Bosnia during the war, and in the 1990s, and when it was eventually returned to Jaguar, required considerable repair work. This led to it being ideal to be reused as a Barbie car. It is a left-hand drive automatic powered by a 5.3 litre V12 engine, which makes it both fast, smooth to drive. There you go. Bit of info regarding the Barbie car there. As I say, I can't go around every single car and give you the information. I can give you a review, and then obviously if you want to read all the info on the certain car, that's fine. This is behind the scenes, it's called, in this section. Behind the scenes. Peugeot 309. Wow. That's when I actually worked at Peugeot in Brighton. Right on Dunsmore. Well, that's where I could have 309. That's when I was working there. And we made the 309s. I worked in the body in white for a few years, making 309s, 405s. Maybe that's why they've all fell apart now. I don't know. Not many left anyway, I know that. There you go. That's an old car, that is. Swift Coupe 1931, and this is 1910 Humber Laudelet. This large Edwardian car. There you go. I'll give you a bit of a, so you can have a bit of a read, a bit of the background. Riley. There's bits of info. Taken. Daimler, 1931 Daimler. There you go. Like I say, this is just a brief, you know, don't want to make the video too long, but I know it's going to be long. Alvis TE21. Riley Lynx, 1934. Just in case you didn't get that. Sorry about that. It was a bit quick then. Morris Traveller. I was going to say Morris Minor. This isn't Morris Traveller. Obviously you can see the wood framing on the outer frame at the back. The Traveller Estate. A bit of info there for you to take in. 1937 Standard 10. There you go. Standard 10. Info. There you go. 1930 Hero Rickshaw. There you go. The rickshaw tandem cycle is from Dhaka in Bangladesh. It was brought to the UK in 1979 with a shipment of crafts made by artisans in Bangladesh and was used as a promotion tool to encourage people to buy these crafts. It was later used by University of Warwick students to establish a health implications of cycling rickshaws as a livelihood. Oh, very good. Right, so we will carry on. Here we go. What do we have here? Singer Roadster. Some more info for you to read, take in. I do have to take more care in my filming, I realise, because I'm noticing a couple of my videos now and again when I'm narrating, I lose track of the image in the picture, and my arm seems to wander a bit, and sometimes you know, the images can be a bit they can be a lot better shown than I've been showing them at times. As I say, I have to take more care with the video and the position I hold the camera. So hopefully that's what I'm doing. As I said earlier, we're in the Coventry-Transport-Museum. I'm trying to, not go around as quick as I can, but, trying to not stretch it out too much. I mean, there is a lot to see in here. You could spend a good day in here and reading all there, but obviously I'm just here to show what's here. And if you visit Coventry in the West Midlands and you fancy visiting the Motor Museum, what's here and what you will see. Yeah, hope this is informative. A Jaguar XJ12 Eta. There you go. We'll pan round. Now here, that's a big car, that is. Daimler 2585, 1926. Look at that, beautiful. That's a tank, that is. There's all the info. And we've got here Armstrong Siddeley Sapphire 234, 1956. There you go, if that's your thing. And there's some information for you to take in. Hopefully I'm doing a bit better with the videography on this video. Not been doing it long, I am trying. It's a Humber, 1960 Humber Imperial. Some more. Nice car, that is. Nice lines on that. Elvis there. Elvis TA21 Saloon, 1952. Beautiful. There's a bit more information for you to take in. And here we have a Morris open cab. Morris Cowley, 1922. Morris Cowley. Some more information down there, so we'll try and get that in. yeah, if that's your thing, beautiful. And we've got a standard standard 1.4 saloon. As you can see, quite a small car there. A little bit of information. We'll try and get it a bit closer for that because it is quite small, the writing. Yes. And here, let's just get a shot from this side. As I say, I keep checking the screen. It is very small, the screen on this. Maybe I should start using the phone screen. To keep the video, you know, in centre. There's a bit more information. Armstrong Siddeley Sunshine Saloon. Hopefully you're getting all that info there. We've got a little car down here. Invercar 70, 1970. And let's have a look inside. If you can. Invercar 1970. Engines in the rear. There's some information, should you wish to read, at the Invercar. Right, I think we're just going to pan around. We've got some of these bicycles here. Rover safety bicycle. There we go. It's 1988, that one. Oh, we've got some old cycles here, penny farthing. There's a chart there of the various bikes that's on display, all numbered. So there we have this one. Here's number 11, which is the CMC Cheltenham Club folding tricycle, and I think everyone knows what that one is. There, I'd say that's the penny farthing. Some of these I can't see a number on, so that's not very helpful. Anyway, it is what it is. That looks like another penny farthing. I don't know the names of the bicycles, but as you could say, it's just a quick view with the penny farthing tricycle. And there, that is another notice board there, but like I say, you can't see. You can. I didn't see, they're numbered on the floor, as you can see there, which I've only just noticed. So forgive me, we're going to just skip back. The numbers are on the floor, which I've just noticed. There, number 6 is over there, which is that. Number 7 is down there. Number 9 is over there. I should have looked before. There we go. And this is number 1. Wow, that's some weird bike. Anyway, I think that's about it. We're just going to have a quick pan round. This is the behind the scenes section, as you can see there. behind the scenes. So we're going to make our way out the way we come in. There you go, quick pan round. Back to the Barbie car. This is the way we come in. And what we're going to do now, make our way. Just pan around so you can see where we come. That's where we come in. To the left is obviously behind the scenes where we come from. You've got various cycles on display, which we are going to look at now.
The work was hard and dangerous. How dangerous? Try this report.
Oh, look at that, it's all wood. 1850s. The inventor of the bicycle. Could Kirkpatrick be the inventor? This bike is a modern copy of the bicycle first made in 1868, which in turn may be a copy of the bicycle made by a Scottish blacksmith called Kirkpatrick Macmillan in 1839 to 40. The hobby horse. Wow. Look at that. Okay. We are going to stick to a route. I'm not going to tell you what all these individual bikes are. Like I say, this is just to show you what's on show here. And if you visit, you can look in depth into the individual bikes on show, if that's your thing. Right, I'm just going to I'll be back in a sec. I'm getting hot, so I'm going to take some gear off and I'll be back in a tick. Yeah, just so you're aware, wanted to do just a quick one. As you come in, there are lockers here, so you know, if you brought bags or anything with, like I've basically, it's cold out today, got a lot of gear with me. There is lockers here for you to use. Just get a token, one-time use from the reception. Very helpful. Don't cost anything. Obviously, put all your gear away, keep it safe. I just thought it's one thing to mention, and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, we'll back. We will carry on. Now I've put everything away in the locker, as mentioned earlier. Wow, Ridge 5-seat tandem, as you can see up there, look. Made by Ridge, Whitworth, famous for the pedigree bicycle. Wow. There you go. There's a Ridge motorbike. I'm just going to skip over here. Daimler 1898 wooden wheels. 1896 Coventry Motet Humber Coventry, based on a Leon Bolly tricar. There you go.
Which is where things really started. Because in 1868, a sewing machine factory called the Coventry Machinists built this. Coventry's first velocity.
Reginald Morsley's chair is the boss of the Standard Motor Company, used in this office chair. He opened the company with 7 workers in a very small factory, Munch Park Street, Coventry, in 1903. And that is the chair he sat in, made all them big decisions. And here's a big car, this is. Very big car. 1906 standard motor. Here you go, Swift ladies bicycle. And a Swift cycle car. Wow. There you go. There's some of the attire they worn back in the day, many years ago. Sorry. There you go. Premier Cycle, Hillman, Cotland motor car, Premier Cycle again. Premier motorcycle. Oh, there you go, look. That's a big car, that is. Open air. Right, we're just moving into another little section here.
Battles the bicycle, the motor car challenges the motorcycle, and the mighty steam locomotive tries to beat them all. Who will
Trip
win,
to
ladies and
London.
gentlemen?
Mirror.
Join us at the track and pick your winner.
I don't know what this is. Choose your vehicle. I suppose some sort of. I don't think it's working, but never mind. Sidley Daisy. If you have a look up there. 1912. Sidley Daisy. Dame Latora. Oh, that looks totally original, that does. Wow. The age of that. What's that? It's 113, no, 114 years old. Wow. Amazing. 114 years old. Yeah. Wow. As you can see. Hopefully my video is getting a bit better, keeping everything in frame. There's Maudsley Lord Elect 1909. 1909. It's a big car. Humber bicycle and Humble Tourer.
And paid pretty well by the standards at the time. But when decisions needed making, it was the bosses who got their way. Not surprising, really. For instance, William Hillman had put over £22,000 into his car company by 1914. That's £2 million in today's money.
Beautiful.
But what wealthy
Humber motorcycle. Oh, today Humber Olympia 4 car. There you go, motorcycle car.
Such would give the most blasé of motorists a new impression of motoring.
Wow.
Wow, great. But not many people can
Amazing.
afford a car like that. It cost £685, 100 times the whole weekly wage bill at Standard in 1903.
Whoa.
The answer was light cars. Smaller cars with engines no
That
bigger
looks
than
pretty
1
original, 1940 Humber Tourer.
These sold for less than half the price of the big machines.
Yeah.
When Standard came out with a £185 car,
Being donated to the museum in memory of the late Norman Hibbard by his family. Wow.
and that was good news for other companies as well. Dozens of smaller businesses sprang up and thrived, making everything from radiators to springs. All of which was about to come very useful. But not for making
So,
cars for well-off
we'll
civilians.
take a little.
Although it looked like the next big thing was small cars, the real next big
I
thing
presume that's sold for £34 back in the day, 1914, I think. I presume. Coventry Challenge Cycle Company. Yeah, there you go. Presume a Daimler clocking machine. Some of the tools they use and the bodywork. Right. We're just going to look at these few vehicles here, and then we're going to move on. Riley Tricar, 1904. Then you've got the 1903 Riley Motor B motorcycle, which I presume is that. And they've got Riley Tourer 1908, which I presume is that. Wow, amazing. Yeah, right, we're going to move on. I think we'll carry on.
It's the trip to London, a thrilling contest that pits every mode of popular transport.
Right, I think now, trying to find out where we go next. Ah, right, here we go. There you go. Some of the papers back in the day. Progress in Coventry recruits. The war has ended. Oh, it's an old bike, that is. Model H Triumph. Over 30,000 were made during the war. 3-speed 550cc. Yeah, there you go. Little info. That one could do with a new rear tyre. Triumph tribute to the fallen. Daimler, welcome home to Daimler men. More bicycles. We'll check these out. There we go. Unicycle. Up there, by the look of it. Brandish Unicycle, 1922. Oh, I didn't realise they were that old. Coventry Premier Tricar, which is that. Alvis 1030 Tourer. First Alvis advertisement. First Alvis advertisement, apparently. The car there, delivered from stock, £685. Bargain. Here we got a Colette Cabriolet 1921. Nothing like the cabriolets you've got nowadays, but back in the day it was the thing to be seen in. Rover Tourer. There you go. Beautiful green. Original paintwork. Maybe. Open cab. Yeah, inbuilt air conditioning. There's a basic frame of a car there. Let's have a look. So an idea, that looks like a reproduction of a frame. Standard Fulham chassis. There you go. 1929 standard Fulham fabric bodied saloon. Fabric bodied. Ah, so the body is actually all fabric, you know, wrapped round the wooden frame. Excellent. I think this is just some old video footage there. We'll show you there, the old video footage of the factory. What went on? Wow, all hands on. Amazing how things have changed. Yes, all fabric. Amazing, that is. Okay. Right, before we go down there, we're going to work round the back. Check these out. R&H Coventry motorcycles. Hazelwood motorcycles and sidecar. Factory was in West Orchard, Coventry. Wow. Warman Hazelwood, arrival number 5, cycle, 1892. There you go. There you go. All these names I didn't even know existed. Very big in Coventry, the manufacturing of bicycles, motorcycles. Very iconic. Wow. Hazelwood, look, combination price, £85. Delivered, working for £85. Wow. Right, let's move on. 1925 Lee Francis J-type. (1921) Coventry Victory motorcycle with Whitley sidecar. And a standard Warwick saloon, which you can see there. In a lovely blue, deep blue. Standard Warwick saloon. A little bit more info there. I like that blue, it's nice. It's really with blue wheels, blue rims. Humber Chummy, pretty small little car. 1923, two-seater. We've got a couple of, we'll spin round to them when we go into the next section. Some of the old workmen's overalls, some tools back in the day. A quick look round this side. A few little. We've got Invicta solo motorcycle, which I presume is that 1920. Yes, definitely. Invicta. You've got the Rover motorcycle, 1920. That's a strange looking thing. The engine and the petrol tank. Engine on the connected to the rim of the front wheel. Yeah, it's unusual. You've got the 1920 Hobart motorcycle, which you can see there. Looks in very original condition. And we've got Stafford Pup motorcycle, which is this one here. Again, looks in pretty much original condition. Yeah. And you've got the 1921 Kenilworth motor scooter. Yeah. So hopefully I'm giving you, you know, a view of what's here, what to expect when you come to visit. As I say again, we're in the Coventry Motor Transport Museum. These are the two vehicles in the centre. I'm just going to show you on show. 1923 Albatross, apparently that was, which is there. 1926 Gulsum Touring cycle, 1926. We're getting a bit newer there. Looks pretty original. I even remember them. Change gears with the little lever there and the wire lock. Your gear change. Show my age. It's again just a little bit of info for you. Then we've got the Swift Tourer 1923. Which is this. Not overly keen on the colour myself, but a big air-conditioned tank. Saying that, back in the day, I suppose this was classed as quite small. Yeah. Anyway, gonna have a quick scan round of what we've looked at. And we're going to carry on. Right, we got above, it says, there you go, above 1924 Mackenzie motorcycle. George Mackenzie was a businessman who bought in motorcycles made by a hobbit of Coventry and then sold them under his name. There you go. Entrepreneur. Bought the motorcycles, put his name to them and sold them. And then you've got a wee McGregor motorcycle. A wee McGregor, which is down there. Petrol tank connected to the crossbar. Mid-range engine. Yeah. There you go. Wee McGregor motorcycles were made by Coventry Bicycles Limited of Wellington Street. The majority of the company's motorcycles were lightweight models, according to what it says there. There you go. A bit more. We'll switch over to this side. Ridge Whitworth. Right. Ridge Multi-Motorcycles to the right. So that's what that is. 1924. And you've got 924 Lee Francis motorcycle, which is that there, Lee Francis. And that does look totally original. Wow, that shows age. You think, you know, how well that survived, you know. I mean, that's when things were made to last, as you say, 1924. I mean, the life that I've seen. Wow, Lee Francis, that is some solid bike. You know, that's what, 111 years old? Wow. And you've got Revere motorcycles. Motorcycles like these were assembled for Mr. W.H. Whitehouse by the Sparkbrook Company of Coventry from 1915. Ah. Bit more reading. Revere. There you go. Here you go. You can have a look in the centre. Right. Looks like a accessory shop back in the day, portraying motorcycle and cycle accessories. As you can see, all the necessary puncture repair kits. Wow. Right, to the right we've got 1924 Sparkbrook motorcycle. Sparkbrook. Then you've got a Triumph Model P motorcycle, 1926, which is this. Wow. Yeah, flat top tank. Amazing how these bikes have lasted.
Advertisers said the new designs were sinuous, swirling streamlines, enduring and satisfying long.
Info for these are on the other side, so what I'll do, I'll spin round, carry on this side, and then we'll walk back up the other way. So you can get 1931 3 Spires bicycle. Bicycles made Coventry's Bicycles Limited, Osborne Road in Ilsden. There you go. Ilsden's famous for his bicycles. There you go. General merchandise. Here we go. Emporium. An old store back in the day. Some of the bits it sold. Gold leaf. Tobacco. Right, we've got the arrows pointing this way to tell us where to go. Now we've got a Hillman Wizard here, 1932, Hillman Wizard, which is this beast here.
With World War I over, Coventry
There you go.
back to car building. Problem was,
That's where we will be going shortly. We're just going to go down this side to have a look at these. You've got a Triumph there, Triumph and sidecar. let's have a quick look. Yep, let's just get this from this side. Trike motorcycle and sidecar, 1929. Priory Street, Coventry. Sidecar is a Gloria No. 9 model, also known by the Triumph Company. There you go.
On the upside, cars got cheaper. In 1931, Morris, based in Cowley near Oxford, produced Britain's first £100 car. 3 years
There you
later,
go, look.
they were making 100,000
Triumph.
a year.
The right, you've got the Amiga 1928. It was owned by Mr. W.J. Green, and their factory was in Croft Road, Coventry. It was powered by a forward sloping engine. There you go, Amiga. Wow. Francis Barnett.
Technology and style are coming together at last. Streamlining wasn't just for boats and planes anymore, it was for cars too.
Rex, aka Acme TT, 1902, Bone Motor Manufacturer, merged with Alfred & Co. to form Rex Motor Manufacturers. There you go, more info there if you want to read. Right, to the right you've got the Humber motorcycle, 1925.
This was 1939, and trouble was on its way again.
So as often there was a lot of cutaways on the engine parts to show customers the workings, what the internals and what went on. Rover motorcycle, 1925, one of the most successful motorcycle manufacturers. Rover produced their first motorcycles in 1903 and continued on until 1927. This motorcycle was made at the company's new Meteor Works in Garfield Road, Coventry. There you go again. Okay, we'll have a spin round here, and that is a 1927 Rover 1650. Now, to me, without looking at all the info, that looks like a fabric skin on there. Could be wrong. Let's have a look. The body of this car is made of fabric stretched over a wooden frame. This type of body was known as a Wayman and was very popular in the 1920s. So I was right, only because of the look of the surface and by what we've seen earlier. Austin Swallow, 7 Swallow. There you go, there's a little car for you. If you want to read on, you can. To say, and then we've got the 1929 Singer Junior, introduced in 1926, Olympia Motor Show. The Singer Junior stayed on production till 1932. By 1929, Singer was the third largest UK car maker, with over 8,000 employees and 7 factories making 28,000 cars a year. Wow, there you go, you wouldn't have thought that. Singer. You relate that name to the sewing machines, Singer sewing machines.
With World War I over, Coventry could get back to car building. Problem was, while Coventry was looking the other way, car building had changed. Henry Ford's mass production line saw to that. The middle class wanted more and more cars, but they didn't want to pay hand-built prices for them.
Hillman Minks.
So in the 1920s, Coventry companies like Humber, Hillman, Standard and Singer built their own production lines for all metal cars.
There you go.
Smaller companies couldn't
Hillman
compete on
Minks.
price. They either got bought up or just went bust.
1930 Humber Super Snipe.
Not great news for workers either.
Ooh, there you go.
Hands just didn't earn the same as skilled
Super
craftsmen
Snipe.
like coach builders.
Big car.
On the upside, cars got cheaper. In 1931, Morris, based in Cowley near Oxford, produced Britain's first £100 car. 3 years later, they were making 100,000 cars a year.
Wow.
In 1931, there were about 1 million private cars on the country's
There you go.
roads. By the end of the decade, there were 2 million.
Info for you to take
And
in.
even in Coventry, with none of the big boys like Morris and Austin in town, business grew. Standard made
1932.
cars in 1939.
Alvis 1260. The car was designed by Captain G.T. Smith Clark.
And not just business-wise either.
Alvis Chief Engineer.
Coming together at last.
It has a beetle back that gives it an aerodynamic shape. The body was built by Car Bodies, whose factory was opposite Alvis on the Holyhead Road, Coventry. There you go. Wow. And we'll have a little sloping back. So, built-in air conditioning, as you can see. No windows there.
Everyone else said they were just plain gorgeous. The future of car building in Britain and in Coventry.
Some bicycles there. A lot of signs, various signs back in the day. Right to the left, we've got the Standard Swallow, 1930, which I take is this. Might get a better look at that from round here. We've got the 1934 Triumph Gloria. Car was made for the Triumph factory in Holbrooks, Coventry. It is a great looking car and has many features which look Art Deco. Here you go. See what you think. There you go. Let's pan over. Right, to the right we've got a 1934 Singer 9 Coupe, which is this baby. We've got a bicycle in between. Then we've got a Riley Kestrel, 1935. Riley Kestrel. There we go. And this beastie here is a Daimler 12-cylinder engine. Engine is believed to be one of the only 10 of this type to have been commissioned. Of this number built, one was fitted in King George V's 1935 Daimler, while another was fitted to Queen Mary's car, which is also on display in the museum. The original engine from Queen Mary's car was removed in 1948 and replaced with a 6-cylinder DE27 engine. Although no reason can be confirmed for the exchange of engines at this time, it would seem likely that it was undertaken for reason of economy in the periods of post-war austerity. And there's a little bit more there if you want to carry on. Wow. 12-cylinder beast. And I suppose you can look, if you want to know more, you can look that up. Right, we'll carry on. So we'll pan round to and carry on. 1935, 35 SS Jaguar. And if we switch over to this side, we've got the 1935 Queen Mary's Daimler, which we were just talking about. This magnificent vehicle was one of 2 identical cars given to King George V and Queen Mary on the Silver Jubilee in 1935. It was used by the royal family until 1953. There you go. So there you go. There's a Royals car. A very royal car there. It's had very little use by the look of that and the condition. And that's what you call a beast. That's some serious car. Don't know if we can pick all that up. Hopefully we can. Maybe pick. I'm sure you can find more information online. Like I say, beautiful that is. That's a big beast. There you go, Francis Barnett down there behind. Francis Barnett, 1932, Kestrel 24. As you can see, that looks like it's fully restored. Montgomery there, motorcycle, 1935 Montgomery, 250cc. Not going to read all that if you want to check that all out yourselves. And here we have a 1937 Daimler in a lovely coffee and cream. This luxurious limousine belonged to a lady in waiting to Queen Elizabeth and was used in 1937 at the coronation of King George VI. There you go. 4.5 litre straight 8 engine. There you go. Big beast again. Okay, we're going to have just a little look over here. It's very bright there, so I don't know what you'll be able to pick up there. Probably not too much. Alvis Speed 25, 1938. There you go. And you've got a bench there if you fancy a rest when you get to this point. I'm going to have a little pan round before we travel up to the up the slope to the little, as you can hear there, Coventry Blitz. Looks like a layout of a garage there back in the day, look. There you go. You've got to the right 1936 Triumph Tiger. It's only restored a few years ago. Triumph Tiger. There you go. Coventry 1936 M4 Motorcycles Coventry Eagle. Coventry Eagle. And you've got New Imperial Motorcycle, 1934, which I presume is that. Middle, you've got the Francis Barnett G39 Cruiser, which is this. Have a look at the other side. And then you've got the Ridge Ulster motorcycle, which is this, Ridge Ulster. There you go. (1936) Armstrong. Sidley 14 Saloon. There you go. Got there, if you notice, the doors that open both ways, standard, and they're the ones that open to the back. Yeah. And looks like a garage of back in the day where you'd go to get your repairs done. Parkside Garage Limited. Take your bikes, cars, get fuel. Ridge Sports Special. 1937, Ridge, which is there. And you've got the back, Austin 7 Saloon at the back, 1933, which is this baby here. And as you can see, yeah, what goes on? It's where all the repairs were carried out. And obviously, you got the old Francis Barnett down here. Francis Barnett's 1939 H45 Cruiser. More info there for you. Right, we're going to quick pan round so you can see the layout. And we're going to continue up the slope now. As you can see, there's a slope here. It takes you up to the display Coventry Blitz. Got some beautiful cars up here, look. This is your thing, back in the day. Yeah, you can have a view into the garage from the windows here, through the glass. There you go, there's the mechanic lot, got his can of oil. As you can say, Castrol, it's like peeking back in time. What used to go on in the original garages back in the day. Keep the cars on the road, maintained. Okay, we will continue. Champion, remember that? Champion spark plugs, wow. Yeah. Okay, we're into the Second World War section, 1939 to 1945, if you didn't know. A couple of moving a bit forward in time. Military bikes, Marston Sunbeam bicycle, 1909. And then you've got the military motorcycle, Triumph, 1945. Triumph Meriden factory, the military Triumph. There you go. If you want to read a bit more about there, hopefully, obviously you can look these things up if you want more info. This is going to be quite a long video, I think. But obviously, if anyone's thinking of visiting, it will be very informative, hopefully. A lot of military bikes here. BSA M20 AJS G8 motorcycle 1926. The sirens are going off. Look, military numbers, BSA. Oh, look at this here, Daimler armoured car. Wow, that's some beast. go. 1943 Daimler armoured car, and this vehicle is a Mark 1 Daimler armoured car. It was used by the 7th Armoured Division of the Hussars Regiment and saw action in Northern Europe after the D-Day landings. A bit more info. So that's where they would have been viewing, see where they're going, even using a machine gun out of that port there. Maybe. Big gun on the turret there. A beast of an armoured car, yeah. Wow. Handbook. Precautions. Identity cards. Ration book. Ordnance first aid kits. 1944 Bren Mark II machine gun. There you go. Car blackout cover. Label badge. And there's your 1944 Bren gun. Oh, but that's heavy. There you go. It's a little display cabinet. Right, we're going to just pan around. 1935 standard 16. We will pop into, Alfred Herbert's, here we go, fire engine. 1937 Dennis Ace fire engine. During the Coventry Blitz, this fire engine was used to help fight fires around the city. Owned by machine tool makers Alfred Herbert's Limited. Was nicknamed the Flying Pig. There you go. There you go, the old workers lot. Women back in the day, they were all working on the lathes. Took to the machine shops, you see the pictures behind. Helping out with all the war effort. Yeah. Just a quick pan round. Past the armoured car. Display this way to the Blitz experience. Here we go. So we're going to the Blitz experience. Coventry Blitz experience is a time show which runs every 7 minutes. Please enter here. And we're going in. We're going in. Every 7 minutes this runs, so hopefully I can do it justice. Just give you a pan before it starts, what to expect, what's on. There's a few, they've marked them with white paint on the floor. There's like a pavement there, but they've put concrete there, sloped it up. So you just have to be careful as you and I suppose this is a scene, which we will see shortly, some of the devastation that happened, you would have seen during this Humber Road, look. On there, Humber Road, or like I say, when it starts we will continue. City engineers. There's a tricycle there. Please do not sit on me. Some of the signs you would have seen back in the day, look. Wild Woodbine, World Star cigarettes. Danger. We will wait for the show to begin so we can show everyone what's going to go on. This is just a quick little walkthrough before it starts. I think that's an unexploded bomb there. It's come through the roof of some building. Air raid shelter. Wow. Someone's in the shelter, look. They're asleep. Well, if you could sleep with the bombs going off. Yeah, it just gives you an idea of what people, you just can't imagine it. You know, no matter how much you see this and then think back, what to go through it, what people must have experienced and lived through, just not knowing if, you know, that the next bang was going to be the last you heard. You just wouldn't, you know, it must have been terrifying experience. And to remember that, no matter, like I say, how much we try and think back of like what it would have been like, you know, to walk in the shoes of people that did go through that. Yeah, it must have been horrifying. And the sights people must have seen, you know, after the bombings. They come out in houses and streets, you know, devastated. Here we go. Starting. This is how it would have started. Sirens would have gone. Run for your shelters, because you knew what was coming. You'd hear distant sounds. Bombs slowly getting closer and closer and closer. Hopefully you made it to your shelters and prayed. That these weren't the last sounds you were going to hear. Oh. As the bombing went on around you, distant sounds that were getting closer and closer, and just praying that it wasn't going to be, the next one was going to be on top of you. You never knew what was going to happen. Terrifying time for anyone. There you go. Things have been burning. People trying to put fires out, try to rescue people who hadn't got to the shelters. Terrifying time. Devastation. So the aftermath you'd have to deal with once the bombing was over. You'd have to deal with the aftermath. the destruction.
Now we must be really careful because some of the bombs that landed didn't explode.
See, there you go.
Look over there, you can see one.
Yeah.
Those soldiers next to it are from the bomb disposal team. Listen to what they say about making the bomb safe.
Have you made sure there is nobody left in the factory?
All done, Sarge, although there may be a few stragglers. Corporal Jones is moving them on.
He'd better hurry up. This one could be a bit tricky. I think the long delay fuse is still working.
What do you want to do about that, sir?
I think we should go and get the magnetic clock stopper so we can stop the mechanism.
Yes, sir.
And don't be too long. I don't want to be stuck next to this thing any longer than I have to be.
Don't worry, I'll be as quick as possible.
Hey, I think you better leave them to it. Come over here. You can see workers in a large air raid shelter that's built under their factory. Actually, I think they're quite enjoying themselves down there.
Oh, the barrel. Look at this. Whoa, there you go.
Okay, let's move on. We'll see what it was like for people living in Coventry in the first few days after the blitz. So, let's go.
Here you go, 1940, Norton, 16H. (1940) BSA military folding bicycle. There you go. And the Hombus staff, 1943 staff car. There's a plaque on the side there. You want to read that? Ooh. Morning after, you see. There's an exploded drinking glass, incendiary bomb and sharpened pieces. The next morning, after the city's cathedral was destroyed. There you go. Here you go.
Yes, at last. Coventry could rebuild itself after the Luftwaffe bombed the old medieval city. Mind you, the Luftwaffe did have a head start. As early as the 1920s, those medieval streets, some of the best preserved in Europe, were already being torn down. Why? Because you couldn't fit a car through them. What worked for the Middle Ages didn't work for the 20th century. So the Blitz was a disaster, but it was an opportunity too. A chance to build something new. The man for the job was Donald Gibson. He was made city architect in the late 1930s, just 29 years old, and he came up with a plan for a new Coventry. It was bold, it was fresh, and it had one of Europe's first traffic-free shopping areas. With the full backing of the government in London, this would be Coventry's chance to rise from the ashes of war.
There you go. Just give you a quick idea. So if you visit, you'll be able to watch that in full. Moving on. 1947. Daimler limousine. Big beast, that is. Big beast. A little pan around here before we continue. Rally Sports cycle up there. (1948) Standard 8. And a 1949 Rally Sports bicycle. There you go. Standard. 1948 standard Vanguard. Standard Vanguard there. There you go. Beautiful. Give you a quick pan. Okay. Rudge 1950. Rudge bicycle. And then we got the 1952 Armstrong Siddeley Whitley. There you go, got the Rudge bicycle. There, as you can see. And then you got the Armstrong Siddeley 1952 Whitley. Look at that beast. Humber. And you got the Hillman Minx Mark V Saloon. There you go, 1952. Ooh, car of the day that was. Then you got 1955 Triumph Terrier, made at the Meriden factory. Triumph Terrier motorcycle. And what you think of that? I'm just going to have a quick pan over this side before we carry on. Standard Super 10 there, 1952. 1952, standard 10. No, 53. 1953. Go. And then we got the Francis Barnett Falcon, 1958, factory in Lower Ford Street. They named their bikes after birds of prey, apparently. There you go, Francis Barnett Falcon. 1954 Triumph TR2 sports car. You want to read a bit more about that? There you go. There you go, getting a bit sporty now. Built-in aircon lock. There you go. Presumed leather interior. Right, we're going to move back to the... Right, we've got a 1953 Sunbeam Mark III drop head coupe. There you go. Right. There. Sunbeam Rapier. There you go. The Sunbeam Rapier. Series 3, 1960. Then you've got the Hillman Minx. Easy Drive, 1960. There you go. And then you've got the 1964 Singer Gazelle. There you go, Singer again, Gazelle. 1964. All look very original. Give you a bit more info. There you go. Hillman Minx. And then there's the Sunbeam. There's a little bit more info on the...
People flock from all over Britain to work in its factories, earning great wages. But nothing lasts forever. By the 50s, American
1960 Coventry Eagle bicycles. As you can see, 1960 Armstrong Siddeley.
But with that kind of competition, British builders had to pull together. That year, the Nuffield organisation, they built Morris, MG, Riley and Walton cars, merged with Austin to form the British Motor Corporation, BMC. BMC had a full 40% of the British market, enough to hold off the Europeans for a while.
Battery's running very low, so we'll run it till it powers off, then we'll recharge and carry on.
Between 1962
Do a quick
and 1964, it built more than
1963 Humber Sceptre saloon.
370,000 of them in Coventry. This was the pinnacle of British car making. The thing about
Sceptre.
pinnacles, though, is that once you reach them, the only way you can go is down.
There you go. Pollard
1945, Victory.
bicycle, Triumph bicycle, 1955. Pollard, Triumph. It's a Triumph bicycle, look. King Clubs, another Triumph from back in the day. Okay, as we'll do a quick pan round so you can just see where we've come from, and we'll continue.
By the 50s, American companies could meet their own country's
Triumph Leyland.
Then they started to eat
There you go, here's a half a car. Show you how they're all, the workings, how they're put together, what's involved. There you go.
That year, the Nuffield organisation, they built Morris, MG, Riley and Walton cars, merged with Austin to form the British Motor Corporation, BMC. BMC had a full 40%
1969 Triumph 2000 estate, look.
and the Europeans for a while. Even Germany
There you go, estate car. Get all your family in, off on holiday, get your cases in there. The thing to have back in the day. You got a 1959 Norton 50. You got Francis Barnett Falcon 54. There you go, Francis Barnett and their Norton. In the background, can't get any closer, as I can say, it's all, you've got a 1970 Triumph Vitesse Saloon. Very popular car back in the day. A very rare car now. There you go. Got a Triumph Tina over there, 1965, and a 1960 Tiger Cub over there, as you can see, and the Tina, and a Triumph Tigress, 1960. 1960 Tigress. Tigress. I'll give you a bit of the info there. And we've got a bit more there, so if you want to do a bit of reading. Tigress there. Tiger. Ooh, look at this. 1973 Triumph Dolomite Sport. That's the Sprint. Very nice. Very nice car. The Dolomite Sprint. There you go, in a lovely yellow. Rat top, 1973 Dolomite Sprint. This car is the first Dolomite Sprint in carries chassis number VA1DL and is still fitted with the original engine number VA1HE. The car has only travelled 31,000 miles. Wow. There you go, just shows you. Rover 2200 P6 saloon. There you go. Right, we've got the BSA Golden Flash and the Enfield Crusader, which is there, the Golden Flash at the back. And you've got a Francis Barnett Plover 86. There's all your info there if you want to have a read. For your info. Give it a quick spin round. Right, we've got a Triumph GT6 Mark II. It was launched in 1965 in America. Triumph Spitfire Mark III. Were made in Canley, Coventry from 1962 until 1980. The cars travelled over 100,000, no major restoration work. Wow, there you go. Just shows you. BSA, the old Bantam. Now we're going to have a quick spin over to look at this Triumph Bonneville T140 motorcycle. As you can see there, T140 Triumph Bonnie. I'm going to quickly nip over to this section because this is what I definitely want to look at. This is my era. If everyone remembers from my days, the Rally Grifter 1976 Rally Grifter bicycle. The Rally Grifter there. That was the bike to be seen on. Rally Grifter, and also you've got the Rally Chopper 1975, that's the newer. Rally Tempo bicycle. Right, Rally Chopper. That's the new Chopper bicycle, that is. New version, that's the original. I think that's a Mark II. Because the Mark I has this bar, the seat back posts, I think they're straight, I think. No expert, but yeah, that's where I remember back in the day in the warning, do not give backies. Do not carry passengers on the back. And there's the Rally Tomahawk. I think I remember I bought a Rally Chopper for 50 pence from someone. And we got it sprayed, I think my dad got it sprayed at the Alvis by a friend of his. Yeah, there you go. Right, we're just going to give a little bit of a pan round now, and before we carry on to the next section, I think we're going to go back and get the battery, another battery, because this is going to die shortly. So I'll be back very shortly. Bye for now. Hello and welcome back. That's better. I've had something to eat and drink, so we will continue. It's getting a bit shaky, so I needed to refuel. There you go, 1972. Hillman Avenger. Hillman Avenger, first went on sale February 1970, was the last car to be developed by the Roots Group before the Chrysler takeover in 1970. There you go. There you go. 1972 Daimler Sovereign XJ6 Saloon. Pollard bicycle. Hillman Imp. I remember them from years ago. I used to say you needed to put a slab in the front to stop them from sliding around when turning corners. Pecan Hillman Saloon. There you go. Another Daimler, 1986 XJ40 Saloon.
News just in that several thousand jobs are being lost in the Triumph works at Coventry. The news came as a shock to the factory workers. The mid-60s saw Coventry car making at a peak, a towering 370,000 cars in 2 years.
Little look back. Right, Triumph for Claim, 1983, it says. Joint project between Honda and Triumph, British Leyland. It was the last car to carry the Triumph name, there you go. Now you know. And then you got 1988 Peugeot 405 SRI. This is one of the cars that I used to make many years ago. I was part of the team. Body in white. Peugeot 405, 1988. And you've got a 1994 Peugeot 306 Saloon, which is this here. Doesn't look like it's done a lot of mileage. Do a little pan round, just give you a layout of we've done that side up to the black Daimler there. I'm just going to work down this side with a Peugeot 206 Saloon, 1998.
Massive Ferguson's Coventry plant. A sad day for the city.
Frankly, I would say that the city is getting things extremely hard. I think you'll probably know that the unemployment trend in the last 3 to 6 months has been improving. Now, just as one massive redundancy is going to put
Peugeot 406. Radio car. This car was ordered by BBC Coventry and Warwickshire Radio. It was a mobile radio station travelling around Warwickshire, transmitting reports to the main studio in Coventry. There you go, 1996 Peugeot 406. There you go. BBC, look.
News just in that several thousand jobs are being lost at the Triumph works at Camden. The news came as a shock to the factory workers.
There's the big antenna. As you can see, big extendable antenna on the top.
If that's possible, it's very difficult given the current policies that have been pursued. In terms of being able to say, I can fix anybody up, no chance.
So Michael Evans and Manny Two are doing their best for you.
There's a couple of the engines on show. Peugeot XU9 J4 engine, 4-cylinder. Comma T3, TS3 diesel engine. More info there if you want to have a right, we will continue. Right, now this is the Peugeot 206 SW, the estate. The car was the last 500 Peugeot to come off the production line. 1.3 million 206s were built at Brighton. The last being made in December 2006. This ended large-scale car making in Coventry, which is a real shame. Yep. Go. At the top you've got Tom's Bromwich Run Cycle, and then you've got the 2004 Lee Cooper bicycle at the bottom. There's the Lee Cooper at the bottom, and the woman's Tom Bromwich 1980s. There you go. And I think we all know what this is. This is the TX4 taxi, 2004 taxi. So there, this taxi was made by the London Taxi Company at their factory in Holyhead Road, Coventry, where taxis have been made since 1946. There you go. There you go. The old TX4. Probably carried me.
Where to then, mate?
Where to then, mate?
Back to that. I might have to do one of my double backs, alright?
Yep.
Still, I like to give my passengers a bit of a history lesson. Helps pass the time, you know. When I was a kid, all the big car makers were here. Roots, Standard, Triumph, Chrysler, Peugeot, Elvis and Jaguar. In fact, we're just going past the old Peugeot site now. Thousands of people used to work there. That's all pretty much gone. Well, it's a great shame that they built warehouses where the factories used to stand.
We have now become what we stated years ago. We're a warehouse country of industrial units.
Yeah, too right.
Yes, what a shame. True. There's the the iconic taxi, TX4. An Austin Mini Metro, 1980, Mini Metro L. There we go. I think most people know what the Mini Metro looks like. Right, I think we will continue. Now we're going to turn to the right. We're going to go up this ramp, as you can see. It's quite slow. Follow the arrow. And we've got some, the iconic rally burner. Right, 1984, BMX was made by the Rally Company in Nottingham. BMX, bicycle, motocross. Became very popular with young people in the 1980s. Racing took place on rough tracks and tricks were performed with specially built steep-sided half pipes. Saracen mountain bike. There you go. And then you've got the Rally Vector bicycle, 1985, Saracen. You've got the Rally Vector, all bits of electronics, sounds, the old skateboards, Rally burner top. Right, we will continue. Oh, there's the old police comma. Look, 1963. 63, comma police mobile incident control room. Vehicle was used by the Royal Police Force from 1963 to 1986. There you go. Look at that. There's the old Bobby's helmet. Bobby on the beat. Triumph police car from back in the day, 1977. Twin carburetor, Triumph 2500. It's very quick and reliable, making a very good police car. Yeah, back in the day. Wow. I think what we'll do, we'll spin round over here because we're going to work our way round. So we'll go over this side. Got a 1965 Daily Majestic hearse. There you go. And hopefully it's got a coffin in the back, and hopefully there's no one in there. Yes, the hearse for the yesteryear. The Daimler chassis has a hearse body by Startons of Birmingham, who specialise in high quality funeral vehicles. It was used in Coventry by the Co-op Society. Yeah, there you go. City of Coventry. Singer van. As well as being a very successful car maker, Singer made a number of commercial vehicles. This van was found in a barn in very poor condition, was restored by museum staff. There you go, 1931. Post office bicycle. From yesteryear. And then you've got the Morris Minor van, used by the post office, presume, which we will see very shortly. Poster Smile, Royal Mail, there you go. 1972 Morris Minor post office van. This is one of the last Morris Minor vans built for the General Post Office between 1953 and 1972. The post office bought 85,000 of these vehicles. Wow. Amazing. 85,000. Modec van 2008. This is an electric powered van made by Modec in Coventry. They made their first model in 2006 but followed a decline in sales. They went out of business 2011. There you go. Ahead of the time, but unfortunately people weren't ready for it, or they probably just couldn't afford it, and that's probably still the same situation now. Whether electric vehicles will catch on, who knows. Crown Bakery, Ilsden, FG Sutton. We used to deliver the bread, as you can see. One of the original carriages, horse-drawn. Crown Bakery, Ilsden, Coventry. Refuge carts, bakery carts. Phillips train cycle. cart, baker's cart, engineer's hand cart, baker's cart. There you go. A bit more info if you would like to. As you can see there. There you go, you've got the 1920s Rally Butcher's bike. And the decorator's cart. There you go. Okay. There we go. Got a cutaway on the rear panel here. I'm not showing all the wiring layout.
This is DJ Jeffrey. We're taking a stroll down memory lane this morning, so send us your favourite summer memories and remember to keep them clean, Coventry. Here's one from Carol in Elliston. She writes, every summer my family and I get to Horsley Park Beach and Pub for old-fashioned competition.
Daimler.
Says you have to let your kids win. Yes,
A lot of cutaways to show Daimler Super V8 section. Commonly used at a motor show displays, partly sectioned or cheese cut models such as the one display were rarely survive long after they were created. Section models show how the vehicle is constructed on the chassis and how the engine and mechanical parts are fitted. Fully built Daimler V8 and this supercharged 399 6cc aluminium alloy V8 engine could accelerate from 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds, as well as reach an electronically limited top speed of 155. The cost new, a complete example of this car would have been $50,700. There you go. Right, we will continue. Free for use of public or police box. Please pick up the phone.
Chasing their first Ashes Series win since 1956, while Australia will be keen to bounce back after settling for a draw.
Carrier ambulance from 1959. Wow. Vehicle was first used by the Roots Group at the factory in Ryton on Dunsmore, Coventry. It was then given to the Warwickshire St John Ambulance Brigade. There you go. And you've got a Carrier fire engine by the look of things. Various pumps, water pumps. Carrier fire engine from 1952, that is, and then you've got an Austin K2 fire engine from 1939. Various pumps, as I said. There you go. Regular Daimler Fire Brigade, 1939 fire engine. More pumps. Then you've got a 1968 Alvis Stalwart. The Stalwart was designed as an amphibious vehicle that could carry a 5-ton load over rough ground and through rivers. There we go. We'll get a view from the side. Is have a good old you can't get any closer because obviously these are there is a barrier here, like a rope barrier, so I can't get an armoured truck. Humber Pig, fully armoured. The Humber Pig was used by the British Army from the 1950s to the early 1990s. It also saw service with the Royal Ulster Constabulary RUC from late 1950s to the 1970s and became well known for its presence on the streets of Northern Ireland during the worst of the Troubles. There you go. Then you've got 1968's Daimler Ferret Scout car, first introduced in 1952. Ferret relied on the speed and agility rather than armour or armament to evade destruction. Over 4,000 were built by 1971, when production was complete. The Scout came into service with British Army July 1958 and was used until 1988. There you go. 1968 Daimler Ferret Scout car. Ooh. Some boots, helmets, British soldier combat bodywear. There you go. Daimler Dingo Scout car, 1944. The Daimler Scout car went into service in 1940 and was made until 1944, where over 6,600 of this type were made. The Dingo was built in 1944 and is believed to have seen action and closing stages of the war. There you go. We're going to double back so we can just catch up over the other side and work away, and I think it's we're going upstairs then. This is going to be a long video, because this museum is quite big.
Who says you have to let your kids win? Yes,
Atlas.
Carol. Mark, you married it, right? I keep sweets in the car in case my kids.
There you go. Ideal if you want to, you know, live on the road, travel on the road. Get one of them. Atlas camper van, lot 1959 standard. Don't know what you pick one up for now, but back in the day, I suppose they were very, very cheap. But now, probably very, very expensive. That looks like an old wardrobe. Camping camera, homemade camping trailer was built in Coventry. It was based on plans for the Chateau mobile camping trailer. Like I say, I think that was made out of old wardrobes. And then you've got the Eccles caravan. The early 1950s, Bernard Guy and his family travelled with his caravan from London to Damascus. It was towed behind a standard Vanguard estate motor car. There you go. There you go. That's been around. Well travelled. Well travelled. See if we can get a little shot from inside. Oh, remember them heaters there, paraffin heater, from many years ago. Many years ago, the old paraffin heater. Many years ago, yes. There we go, hopefully you can have a good vision of what it would have been like back then. And the amenities you had. You got the essentials, bed, heating, and obviously essentials to make a typical British cuppa. Nice cup of tea. And then we will continue. We've got Museum of British Coventry-Transport. This big truck here. And we got a big bus here as well. Coventry City Football Club FA Cup winners, 1987. There you go. The cup winners, well done, Sky Blues, Transport Museum. Maybe, hopefully, one day will be used again. The team to be escorted round the city celebrating the FA Cup. There you go. Bless them. Yes. What a Coventry memorabilia. Back in the day. There we go. We'll switch over to this side, this big truck. As you can see here with the tractor on the top. The 1956 Ferguson T20 tractor. Tractor was the 500,000th T20 to be made at Ferguson Banner Lane factory in Coventry. Wow. I actually worked there as well many years ago. Lordsley Monarch flatbed lorry, that's the 1954. That's the vehicle it's on. Sitting on the flatbed. Lordsley Monarch. Look at this beastie. Load not exceeding 3 tons, it said. Right, so let's have a look and see what we can find about this beast. 1916 Maudsley lorry. This is a subsidiary, a lorry made by the Maudsley Company in Coventry for service in the First World War. When the museum got this lorry, it was just a chassis and engine. Has been restored by museum staff and friends of the museum who raised money for the restoration work. There you go. Wow. Just shows you what goes into the exhibits you see here. A lot of work, dedication to bring these things back to life. Very well done job as well. Then we'll move over to we've got the Daimler 1953 Daimler double-decker bus, as you see there. The bus has a Daimler engine and chassis and it has a Willowbrook low bridge body, more suited for use in the countryside. There you go. And obviously if you want to read up a bit more, I'm sure you can find more online. Coventry Museum there. Another Maudsley bus. Maudsley, as you can see. See what it says about this one. Oh, you can smell the age. 1948 Maudsley coach. The coach is typical of the type used in the 1950s. They would take holidaymakers to the seaside or to some of Britain's famous landmarks. There you go. I presume that's travelled many towns and cities and seaside locations all around the UK at some stage. And we've got a Massey Ferguson FE35X tractor there, and then you've got 1961 Massey Ferguson 65. There you go. 2002 Massey Ferguson tractor. This was the last Massey Ferguson tractor made at the Banner Lane factory in Coventry. The first Coventry tractor, the T20, has been made there in 1947. Wow, and this is the last one made. Wow, it's brand new. Probably done no work, covered no mileage. Yeah, Massey Ferguson. Here we have 1961 Massey Ferguson 65. The tractor on display is the prototype Massey Ferguson 65 Mark II. It was built in Massey Ferguson Banner Lane factory in Coventry. There you go. And I think now we will We'll do a quick pan round. And we're going to head upstairs. Upstairs, as you can see, main route it says up there, so little section with all the toy cars and different vehicles of years gone by. If I press all these buttons, see what happens. Voila. There you go. To give you an idea, different collections. There you go. Sports cars, saloon cars, fire engines, police cars, all different types of collectors, sport. Yeah. Press, I remember these machines, press your own penny. Used to be a penny, now it's a pound. Put your penny, sometimes £1 coin in the slot and push. And it presses it into a souvenir. Yeah, you used to do that with pennies. Now it's a pound. And then your pound's worth nothing. There's a collection of aircraft there. More toy collection. Telecoms, wagons, haulage trucks, sports cars, buses, ambulances, motorcycles, police cars. A few vehicles over here. A display cabinet, Hot Wheels, Matchbox. There we go. We will carry on. So more vehicles, toys there. And the Thomas the Tank, still going strong up there. Right, now we will carry on up the stairs. Follow the line, follow the arrow, up the stairs we go. Just follow the arrows. Here we go. First thing you see. 1881 Salvo quadricycle, designed by James Starley with the differential gear, which allows the inner wheel to go slower than the outer thing when cornering. This type of gear is still used on most of today's modern vehicles. There you go. So, there you go, differential. Right, a little pan round. Okay, so we will have a look. Some bicycles here. 1891 Premier penny farthing. There you go. Penny farthing. Imagine one having one of them and falling from that. If you fell off, went over the handlebars. This is one of the few penny farthings fitted with pneumatic, air-filled tyres. Most penny farthings had solid tyres. Oh, there you go. Air-filled. As usual. Rover safety bicycle. One of the world's most important inventions, designed by J.K. Starley in Coventry. It is a bike that became the blueprint for all modern bicycles. There you go. So, that's what's led to what we've got today. I think someone's made their own tyre on the back of that, by the look of it. Yeah. Hugh Edlin Sinclair bicycle, 1889. World's pneumatic tyre bicycle in the world. The oldest, William Hume rode this bicycle in races held in Belfast. In May 1889, he won 4 races beating riders of solid tyre penny farthings. There you go. 1889 Invincible bicycle. The frame that crosses from the left side of the front wheel to the right side of the rear wheel. This means there will only one fork blade to support the front and rear wheels. There you go. Wow, so that's weird. See, there's one. See that? There's only one fork arm and one rear arm for the rear wheel. Wow, strange. Right, I'm just going to run over to the centre and check what's on display over here. Right, we've got the 1898 Daimler Wagonette. As you can see here, this is one of the oldest British cars. It has a number of unusual features including hot tube ignition, tiller steering, the brakes that clamp down onto the tyres of the rear wheels. There you go, you see. That's what you call braking. There you go, instead of using the soles of your feet, you use the special clamps. And that could carry a number of people up there. And that's from 1897. There we go, the rotary tricycle, designed by James Starley, originally with treadless instead of pedals. Shows how cycle workers use gears and steering systems as a rack and pinion mechanism to steer the 2 small wheels. There you go. Obviously there's famous Triumph Speed Twin. Right, 1939. Triumph Speed Twin motorcycle unveiled their revolutionary Speed Twin in the 1937 Olympia show in London. Became an instant hit, changing the course of motorcycle time for the next 30 years. Wow. Right, Humber motorcycles, 1921. The 600 1921 Humber was the company's first World War I motorcycle, based on the pre-war design. The smooth and quiet range became very popular and was nicknamed the Silent Humber. And then you've got 1924 Triumph. There's your Humber. There you go. Right, we'll carry on around this way. This is a beast of a car. Maudsley 32 horsepower Tourer, 1910. The car has the Maudsley patent overhead hinge, camshaft and valve gear. A very advanced design for its day. The engine cover hinges back so parts can be repaired or replaced easily. Ah, there you go. So it's got a hinge over cover, so you could just fold it back, work on the engine, strap it back down. What a beast of a car that is. Beast of a car. And then you've got a 2015 F-Type Coupe body shell. There you go. Just have a look at there, upright on its end. 2015. Showing this fantastic sports car to be generously donated to the museum by the company who prepared it specially for the display in the museum. There you go. Right, we're just going to work our way around. Just pop round the other side. And I think that's where we come down from. And we're just going to carry on. We'll have 1889 invincible bicycle. Bicycle has a frame that crosses from left to right. Yes, that's the one we looked at, and that's, like I say, it's got the single fork and the single support bar for the rear. Now here we have the Diamondback mountain bike, developed for mountain bike racing. The full suspension frame is very useful when riding downhill fast, but inefficient for riding on the road. 2004. There you go, Diamondback. Mountain bike, pristine condition. And we've got a 1938 Cameragent. The tubing on this bicycle is made of aluminium, which has lighter than steel tubing used on most bicycles during the 1930s. Today, many bicycle frames are constructed of aluminium. There you go. Rat Racer. There you go, there's a Rat Racer. Rat Racer B2, laid back bicycle. Designed by Mike Burrows, prefers to make laid back or recumbent bicycles. They were very aerodynamic, making them more efficient, faster than diamond framed bicycles. And then you've got 2000 Ultimate bike. British cyclist Bruce Burnsford broke his bicycle speed record in 1996. Cycling on a treadmill, he achieved a top speed of 334.6 kilometers an hour. He designed this ultimate bicycle in 2000 for display in the Millennium Dome. There you go. Wow. How about that? Carbon fibre. Cycle Master in BSA bicycle. There you go, look. You've got the engine on the back wheel. The centre hub. 1950s. There you go, a couple of engines there. Get Dragon 265 5-speed gearbox. Let's do XJS and X40. There you go, gearboxes, engines, all for you to look up. More info if needed. Not going to go through everything here because we do need to get on. There you go, it's a little display. Jonathan Morse. Don't know much about that one. Right, oh, the classic Mini. 1960 Mini Saloon. Mini revolutionised road transport, making motoring more affordable with a style and comfort not experienced before in a small car. Stayed in production for 41 years, during which time 4.6 million were made. Wow. Moulton design. Dr. Alex Moulton designed suspension for a mini motor car. Right, here we have the lovely Triumph Herald Saloon 1200, 1968. Launched in April 1959, the Triumph Herald was designed to solve the problems of standard Triumph's dated saloon car range. One selling point was the car's ease of parking due to its 25-foot turning circle, described in the company sales brochure as better than London Taxi. Ooh. There you go, a bit more reading if you desire. City Wheels electric car, 1987. A little bit of info there. City Wheels electric car. And we'll just... This looks quite a Model T Ford 1923, voted the most influential car of the 20th century and an international poll. Millions were made in both Britain and America using factory production lines. There you go. Model T Ford. And then we've got the famous TR7. Triumph TR7. 1976. I remember passing these going to school on the bus, seeing all these parked up in the car park, ready to be shipped out to the new owners. Yes, the wedge-shaped TR7 was introduced in 1975 as a replacement for the traditional TR6, initially only available in America, where 15,400 were sold. There you go. Famous TR7, Sinclair C5, which never took off. Used to see the odd person going around on. Yeah, C5. Francis Barnett, 1962, Fulmer. Streamlining was popular in the 1950s and 60s, with many British lightweight motorcycles showing signs of Italian influence. And then you got the World Rally Champion, Peugeot 206 1999 body shell, developed in Peugeot's Motorsport department in Coventry, part of highly successful Peugeot Rally team for the period. This car is a shell only, which was used as a promotional vehicle. There you go, shell only, as you can see. We will continue. We got a 1935 Hillman Aero Minx. Aero, presume, because it's got the swoop back. Let's have a look. With its Art Deco style body shape, the Aero Minx was an attempt to streamline the Hillman Minx family saloon. There you go. A little pan round. Got a Jaguar XK150 1957. It was one of the first road cars to have disc brakes. Jaguar won the Le Mans race 5 times in the 1950s using the cars fitted with disc brakes. There you go. One of the first cars fitted with disc brakes. And you've got the prototype 1952 Ferguson R4 prototype. Tractor designer Harry Ferguson developed a 4-wheel drive system known as the Ferguson Formula. It was used on police cars, racing cars and the Jensen Interceptor FF sports car. There you go. A little bit of info there. Now we've got electric Countryman Mini. Electric vehicles are not a new idea. Some of the earliest electric cars were designed in the 1820s. By the end of the 19th century, there were many examples of the road or town and cities. Electric buses and milk floats and taxis have been popular. The very first official land speed record was set by an electric car travelling at 39.24 miles an hour. This example is a 1964 Austin Countryman, which was converted into an electric car as part of the project by Southwest Electric Board to encourage the use of electric vehicles. It has a 10 horsepower, 96 volt engine, traction motor, has a unique feature of regenerative braking. and this is on loan to the museum, and there you are. You want to look at the engine? Look at that body. Clubman body. Coventry University. Got some concept models there, different vehicles. We've got a Crowden dog cart, 1899. Thomas Crowden was the chief engineer at the Motor Mills, Coventry, in 1896, where the British motor industry began. In 1998, he set up his own company in Leamington Spa, Warwick. There he built 10 horsepower twin-cylinder cars and 5 horsepower single-cylinder models, like the one on display. This company was also constructed the first motorised fire engine to be used in Leamington Corporation. Well, there's a bit more you want to read yourself there. More information can be found online. There we go. Britain, Northern Ireland. Baltic or bitter. Tesco concept car, 1991. It's for you to read if you would like to. Okay. Right, we will continue. Here we've got a Talbot Horizon Turbo, 1982. Talbot Horizon was developed by Chrysler Europe in 1978, with main production lines at the Posey factory in France and Anrighton in England. Many versions were produced across the globe under different names such as Dodge, Omni, Plymouth, Horizon. There you go. A little bit more info there if you want to continue reading. As I say, Triumph Tiger XCX. There's a bit of a cross-country bike there. Look at the condition of that, beautiful. Beast of a bike.
With a focus on process optimization and advanced employee training, best practices like the in-house yield monitoring system software have been developed to electronically monitor hive by hive yield against targets, as well as first-time quality and productivity.
Car body showing off the riveting. Construction side of things. A little bit over there, display showing upholstery, how upholstery was, the stitching, how it's put together, stamping, and you end up with a finished product like that. Very nice.
Our cut sew operation is a great example.
Okay, we'll continue on. Jaguar Heritage Trust. The vision of one man, William Lyons. William Lyons, Blackpool-born William Lyons, joined force with his neighbour William Walmsley in 1922 and established Swallow Sidecars, with prices starting at 12 guineas, £12.60. He offered a range of aluminium-bodied sidecars which provide very popular. Expansion to large premises in Cocker Street brought with it a new venture. Coach-built bodies on existing chassis. A famous Austin 7 was given the Lyons treatment as the Austin Swallow. There you go, more info there if you want to read it all up. Portrait of the man himself and some memorabilia. On 28 Swallow sidecar. go, if you want to read up, you can. Austin 7 Swallow. You've got the 1935 SS Airline. I'll give you, like I say, a little literature there for you to read through. There's the airline. Hopefully, well, look at this beauty here. Look at that. Right, 1933 SS1 16 horsepower Tourer. Look at that. There you go. A bit of reading. Just do a little bit of a pan around. Show where we've just come from there, entered through there. Just work our way around now. This is the first time I've actually been in here in years, since it was all redeveloped. So this is all new to myself as well. Yep, beautiful. Beautiful. Go. Right, Jaguar Mark V, 1949. The first post-war motor show was held in London Earl Courts Exhibition Hall in October 1948. Jaguar cars displayed two new models, the Mark V Saloon and the XK120, powered by the all-new twin-cam XK engine. There's a bit more info if you want to go and read that. We'll pan around. We'll have another
We would like to make you aware that the museum closes in 30 minutes at 5 p.m. As the museum closes in 30 minutes at 5 p.m. Thank you.
Oh, 30 minutes. So we better hurry up, basically. Here you go, Jaguar XK150 FHC. There we go. We're going to have to quicken this up, because we don't want to get kicked out. Here we go. We're going to have to quicken the pace up here, I'm afraid. E-Type Jag 1967. There you go, you're going to have to read that. E-Type there, another E-Type. You've seen that one when we entered. We've got the Jag 240 1969 there. You can read up about that. Mark 10, Mark X, 1963. As you can see, nice example. And you got a Jaguar XJ6, 1971. Nice white. A bit more reading for you. Quicken the pace up a little bit. I'm going to do a little pan here to just show you where we are. And like I say, XJS V12. XK8 coupe. Coupe, there you go. And the S-Type. Reading for you. Pan around. Oh, look at this. 2010 CX75 concept. Look at this baby. There you go. I'll read a bit more. (2018) I-Pace EV400 all-wheel drive, all electric. There you go. Right, as I say, we've got a cook in the pace up here. Look at this Jaguar F1 car. Notable drivers for the Jaguar team between 2002 2004. Eddie Irvine. There you go. Lee Francis Hyper. Right. Techcraft BRM single seat racing car 1970. Lee Francis Hyper 1929, when it's classed at the Le Mans 24-hour race. There you go. Sunbeam Mark III rally car. Sunbeam Lotus rally car. A little bit more info for you. Sunbeam Rally. Lotus rally car. Beautiful.
Drive it round.
There we go. Bentley Open Tourer 1924. Pinfall chassis with a 1000cc Honda Fireblade engine. Ooh. Imagine that. Ooh. Beast. Be scary, that would. Very scary. Some bicycles. Obviously more bikes. Peugeots, Carlton. Penny farthing, Harrison. 1870s penny farthing. Falcon from the 80s. 1954 Hercules. 1890 Olympia Ridge. Humber Racing. There you go. XJ12. Chub Firefighter Thrusto. Ridge 500cc motorcycle with sidecar. Excellent. Triumph Tiger 100 BMW R80. It's also once I loaned Ted Simmons to make his round the world journeys. There you go. So you see all the stickers from all around the world. Wow. Right. We will continue. Main route and exit. We'll have a quick pan just for you to see I did have to, you know, come through here pretty quick because, as you did hear, the museum exit. Oh, stairs. Stairs are down here. Here we go. Go down the stairs. I don't want to use the lift. This way to Land Speed exhibition. I don't think we'll have time for the exhibition, I'm afraid, because we'll get kicked out. But that's something you can look forward to. Landscape exhibition, shop.
Sacrifices are immense. Money,
Here you go.
careers, and even life itself have been lost in attempts to
We
become
will
the fastest man on earth.
go down the slope. There you go. We're heading to the land speed section. Thrust 2. As you can see, thrust 2. Thrust 2. There's the thrust 2. Wow. Look at that. And there's a simulation here, but obviously we haven't. Well, I don't think it's on now. It's probably not on now. It's too late. Thrust SSC supersonic car lives up to its name as it was the first car to go through the sound barrier. It achieved a speed of Mach 1.03. Whoa. Serious. Wow. That's got seriously hot. You can see the sides, all the burns on it from them jet engines, look. Wow, serious. Whoa. The heat was generated by then. Bloodhound land speed record. The Bloodhound. Little bit of info. As I say, we have got to move pretty quickly through here because, like I say, I don't really want to have to come back just to do a few little pieces. It makes sense. A little bit of reading for you. Mini. Right, there we go. And the exit is down this way. We'll make our way back up. And funny enough, the exit takes you right through to the gift shop. There we do, a little pan shop before we go. And what I'll say is thanks very much for watching if you got this far, and hope this helps if you come to the Coventry-Transport Museum in the West Midlands in England, UK. Yeah, a lot to see. And like, there is a cafe, lovely food. I have eaten. It's beautiful food, and like I say, you could spend a whole day here easily. I mean, obviously I've just scooted over it, but you could spend a lot more time. Anyway, till the next, I'd like to say thank you again for watching, and please like, share and subscribe. Till the next, take care, bye.